Good evening, my dear televiewers. Once again, welcome to our weekly show, My Politics. This is your host, Art Barrit. The month of the ocean is annually celebrated in the country in the month of May. And one of the active members in our locality when it comes to sustainable management of the coastal and marine resources is a group of freedivers, and they call themselves as Sawum. We have here our guest this evening, a nurse by profession, but actually is very active on the conservation of our marine resources. My dear televiewers, help me welcome Miss Kathy Espaldon. Ma'am Kat, good evening and welcome to our show. Daghang king salamat for guesting and for a very, I know your hectic schedule and uban ka nako despite of the short notice that I gave you. And to our televiewers, welcome and thank you very much.
Good evening. Thank you, Sir Art, for inviting me over here. I'm here instead of Nat, who's supposed to be here, right?
Yes.
And I am also representing Sawum Freedivers.
Okay.
To talk more about sustainability, about our group and our activities na makahelp
Yes.
sa ato ang ocean.
Okay, exactly. Ma'am Kat, can you tell about our televiewers a short backgrounder on what Sawum is all about? And since you are one of the officers of the group of freedivers and you have been actively involved in a lot of programs to the local government units and cleaning up their marine protected areas or the declared marine sanctuaries in the municipalities of the province. A short backgrounder, and how did you come about with the organization and what are your plans or programs? And I know you listed a lot of programs also to the different localities or local government units.
Yes, Sir Art. So, Sawum, in Visaya, it means musalum.
Musalum.
Or to dive.
Okay.
Yes. And that's how we do free diving. First, we have to dive. That's
Okay.
without the tank.
Okay.
We have to just rely on ourselves,
Okay.
with one breath.
Okay.
Enough to go down and to go up.
Okay.
Sawum Freedivers originated in Cebu City. It was last 2016, founded by our founding fathers. That's Bang Gumalo, Kim Padron, Inting, Doc John, and the others. So, ang ilahang advocacy and ang ilahang goal before was just to form this group so that it will be more accessible to many. Kay freediving sa una is not very accessible, no? Siguro sa una more on scuba lang. But when Sawum started, that's how the freediving community in Cebu grew. It started in Contiki Marina, which is the freedivers' haven.
Okay.
We call it our headquarters.
Until now.
Until now.
Okay.
Yes. So
And I know a lot of divers, also scuba divers, who are also into free diving, no? And it's
Yes.
not, you have to be certified also. Not only if you're already a certified scuba divers, it is not automatically something like that you can go also into free diving. You have to also learn the techniques and some, you need some refresher course on not only how to maintain your buoyancy, but likewise the programs on free diving is different and separate also from using our tanks, or as a diver, they have also your own mechanics, something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true, Sir Art. We rely on ourselves, or we have to hold our breath
Mhm.
for as long as we can safely to
Uh-huh.
go down and to go
Uh-huh.
up. Oo. So lahi gid na siya lahi siya nga kanang mechanism sa scuba divers.
Okay.
Yes. So with the Sawum Freedivers, Sir Art, with conservation and all, di ba we started our advocacy to just make freediving accessible to many.
Uh-huh.
As we go along, we started to do activities for marine conservation since
Okay.
it's our second home.
I see.
And we want our second home to be healthy, to be clean, so we can enjoy seeing these fish and corals thrive.
Okay.
Right? So, as we go along, like, naay mga different subgroups nga, mag-organize sila og cleanups, mag-organize mi og kanang nationwide cleanup. Last time, if I remember it right, it was with AIDA.
Okay.
And then, last time, I think, couple of years ago or last year lang ba to, I spearheaded a coral propagation in Bohol.
You
And
yourself?
yes,
With
but
the other members of the group?
I invited some members of the group to be in Bohol, and naakoy katabang dito na sila ang nagtudlo sa amua.
I see. So
So-
what, a marine biologist or the one that who introduced you to coral conservation program or coral planting for that matter?
He is a free diver and he's a friend
Okay.
as well. They did this Ocean Quest
I see.
certification. So what we did is coral propagation with catalyst.
Okay. Ma'am Kat, as a registered nurse, and you have this passion of, having this marine conservation program, and how many are you in your group?
Active members.
Yes, active members in the group.
Now it's probably more than 200, 300. But in our page,
Okay, majority of them are professionals?
majority of them are professionals. Yes. And, doctors.
Yes.
Even doctors. We have a lot of doctors who goes to Kotiki to dive on their free time.
Okay.
Nurses as well, frontliners. Even, kanang mga executives.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel after your program or after diving? You mean to say, this is for something like that, stress-free, or this is one of the activities that you can have a more relaxed after your first, second, and third dive?
Yes, it's very relaxing.
Okay.
Most of us, we do free dive like to calm ourselves.
Oh,
Like
really? Okay.
When you're down there, when you're in the deep, ikaw ra man gud isa. So like no noise or whatsoever.
Okay.
So you can really feel the serenity
Okay.
and kanang calm kaayo.
Okay.
So after diving, we have this happy.
I see.
Yes, we have this happy vibe.
Okay, Ma'am
after
Kat,
the
in
dive.
scuba diving, it's the standard operating procedure is you have to have a dive body. How about in free diving? You
Yes.
need to have somebody that will accompany you, or that somebody will just wait you above water level.
So we also have body system. It is very, very important.
Okay.
In diving, even free diving and scuba, we can never dive alone.
Right.
That's the golden rule,
I
right?
see.
So
I see.
we have a body system as well.
Uh-huh.
So if someone is going down, one must make sure and check na okay siya dito, nakasaka siya. And then if kanang feel sa iyang body nga, oy, medyo naglisod na siya, so you have to go down and check. Yes. One of our programs as well is we do safety trainings.
I see. I see.
Water and land.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, we just had an activity that for safety sa Kontiki Marine. Yes.
Personally, Ma'am Kat, how deep is your Sawum or your level? Since you are already experienced Sawum diver or free diver.
Oh, I'm just a humble free diver. So let's say 20 20 meters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't train a lot because of my busy schedule.
Okay.
But
okay.
then, whenever I have the time,
Uh-huh.
I train as much as I could.
Uh-huh.
But I enjoy more manggod exploring than going down deeper.
I see.
Yes.
I see. But your fins is different from our fins because you have an elongated or long diving fins compared to our fins as scuba divers, short one. Okay.
Yes.
So, is it okay that to go down with that elongated or long diving fins?
Yes, it helps us propel
To
deeper.
propel, okay.
Yeah, it helps us to propel deeper,
Uh-huh.
faster.
Okay.
We have a very limited amount of time, right?
Yeah.
So the fins helps us go down deeper and faster, and go up, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
When was your last dive with the different local scuba divers? You mean we have a lot of external collaboration or programs or projects involving with the local government units, and I saw a lot of Sawum divers also participating and attending the programs with the local government units, especially on the cleaning up of their declared marine protected areas.
Yes, that's
Like for
true.
instance, in Santa Fe, 2 or 3 weeks or so ago, there were a lot of Sawum divers who participated in that program. Were you there?
I was one of them, Sir
You were.
Art. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can remember. I saw you.
We also had a cleanup last April 10 in
Uh-huh.
Naga. And
in Naga. Yeah, that's right, in Naga.
in
Yeah.
Naga. And then the second one that we had is in Santa Fe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mayor, for supporting our cause.
I organized both of the dive programs and with the LGUs in the city of Naga, with Mayor Vanessa Chong, and in the municipality of Santa Fe with Mayor Itamar Espinosa. So both were successful, and a lot of the members of your group went there, and they participated in the program. And yes, and that will be, I think, and I hope it will be replicated in some other local government units in the province. So now, back to the Sawum as an organization or as a group of freedivers. So you also welcome, no? Not only women and sexy freedivers, but likewise youngsters and the male version. Yeah, I saw a lot of young boys and males in your organization also.
Yes, we welcome everybody, but first and foremost, the most important thing is before you enter freediving, you have to have a proper introduction to freediving with a qualified instructor.
I see.
Yeah, in fact, we have a very good instructor in-house. He's always in Contiki, and he just bagged the second place in the competition, Bag-Ulang, dito sa Bohol, a couple of weeks ago. His name is Marian John Sumalinog with Pacific Blue Freediving. So, he's one of the kinakaraan nga instructor.
I see.
And we have also a lot of instructors like Joselito Tadanlangit, El Nino, and of course, Maria Noela Sosa. So
They're locals.
They are from Cebu. They are locals and they are from Cebu.
I see.
That's right.
Okay.
So importante yun na siya, Sir Art, nga before you start freediving, you have to have intro.
Okay.
Okay. And as far as I know, sa Molchanovs, the very least nga age nga maka-join is 12 years old.
So you have an age bracket?
Yes, we have an age bracket.
I see.
That is for safety purposes.
I see. I see. Okay, we'll have more discussions on freediving with our guest this evening, my dear televiewers, Ma'am Kathy Espaldon. After these reminders, don't go away. Once again, welcome to our weekly show, My Politics. This is your host, Art Barrit. Our guest this evening is one of the active members, a nurse by profession, a member and officer of Sawum, Miss Kathy Espaldon. Ma'am Kathy, yes, one of the activities of Sawum, as you made mention, is the coral plantation, okay,
Yes.
or coral propagation.
Yes, that's right, Sir Art.
Yeah, if I may remember, one of the organizations also here is scuba diving organization. They are also into that kind of program, but I don't know what happened to their coral propagation program in one of the cities here in Cebu province, because they invited scuba divers from as far as Hong Kong, scuba diver from as far as Singapore, and they documented. And I saw their documentation, and it was scientifically prepared and cultivated, because one of their members in that scuba groups, that scuba diving organization, is a marine biologist who is into a coral plantation or propagation program. Okay, how about in your case? You made mention Bohol. So you started in Bohol.
Yes.
With a diving buddy, a friend, that you want also to replicate that here in one of the diving sites.
Yes, that's right, Sir Art. So what we did is we did the coral propagation with a catalyst from Ocean Quest.
Okay.
First, ato nangitam yung mga flat nga bato
Okay.
and broken living corals.
Okay.
So dili mi katong muputol.
Yes.
So we dive around, we gather broken corals, and that's what we plant sa katong flat nga bato. But the thing is,
and you want to use the marine epoxy just to put that in that flat nga bato.
the catalyst though is not available here.
I see.
That is one of the main reason why wala ko nakapadayon in Cebu City. It's not available here for now. But
What do you mean? Why available nga?
catalyst sa katong gigamit gyud namo
I see.
nga catalyst. Yes. As far as I know, ha.
Okay.
Although I found another method which is very successful. Kay katong nursery nga amo ang gibuhat sa Bohol, it failed because there was no regulation around the area. Walay ingon nga dili ta pwede mo park og boat dinha kay naay nursery. Dili ta pwede mag-swimming dinha kay naay nursery. There was no regulation or whatsoever. So the nursery unfortunately did not thrive.
Okay.
Although my friend told me nga, niyan ako niya, Nico, can you help me do this coral propagation again because I want to do it in Cebu as well. He said, you know what? I have a friend nga nag-coral propagation sa Bohol and it was very successful.
Okay.
So they had like kanang a metal wire and then they didn't need a catalyst.
Okay.
That's the beauty about it. So same gihapon, broken live corals, ilaha lang gi kanang murag hikot nila.
Oh, okay.
And he gave me a comparison sa ilahang pagbuhat and sa karon, and it really thrived.
Okay.
And that's what I wanted to do here in Cebu City.
I see. What I saw, Kathy, no, in that coral propagation somewhere in the city of Talisay, with that group of divers I made mention to you, they prepared a cement kining a platform, and then that is where the broken corals that we're going to replant, and then of course with the use of marine epoxy, and then it was also done successfully, and they have a buoy on top. So that a mooring buoy, and so that those pamboats or fisher folks or fishermen will not throw their mooring down, no? So because of that area is reserved for the coral propagation nursery, something like that. So yeah, it's possible, no? But the growth is so very, very slow.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know how many centimeters it will grow in a year. It will take some time, 10 to 15 years, up to 25 years before it could be fully grown up, corals, the growth of the corals.
Yeah. For me, it doesn't matter kung unsa siya kaslow kay
Kahinay.
or hinay man gyud ang corals mo
Yeah.
grow, except siguro sa mga soft corals, no?
Okay, yeah,
Kay they are
yeah.
faster.
Right.
But, you know, we are doing this for the future generations.
Mhm,
So
exactly.
so that, you know, when they see or when they do diving, makakita sila nga our ocean, our corals is thriving and healthy
Okay.
because of what we did.
Yeah.
We have to
Living
start now.
in legacy for future generations.
Exactly.
Under the principle of intergenerational principle. Okay.
That's correct,
Anyway,
Sir Clark.
yeah.
Sir.
Kat, aside from coral plantations, aside from coral propagation, what have you? What activities are you also envision or undertaking?
For now, we are doing a lot of underwater and coastal cleanup.
Okay.
We would like to collaborate with other groups.
Right.
You know, we're very open.
Uh-huh.
You just contact us. You just
Uh-huh.
send us a message.
Okay.
And we'll see because daghan mi
Uh-huh,
nga
uh-huh.
maka-participate ana.
Okay.
Daghan mi willing
Okay.
to give our time
Mhm.
to, you know, to share our passion with you.
Okay.
Others, we have a marine
Uh-huh.
conservation talk.
Okay.
Pero to be discussed pa ang date, it's with Sir William.
Okay.
I believe
Now-
he's a marine biologist.
Yes.
too.
Before moving to Contiki Marina and Beach Resorts, okay, somewhere in Marigondon, where was your headquarters?
When I first started Sawum, or when I first started being part of Sawum, it was
Okay.
already in Contiki eh.
So, the original and
Yes.
the
Dito
place
gid nag-originate ang Sawum sa Contiki.
Okay. Uh-huh.
They were just group of friends.
Mhm.
So, mao na ang amo ang headquarters,
Okay.
kumbaga. Yes.
Okay. I think you maintain and you operate that canteen or that the canteen in that resort.
Right now, our friends just opened the newly restaurant called Wahoo Cafe.
Okay.
Yes, and they're owned by different free divers as well. One of
see.
them is Bang,
Okay.
who also owns the Badfish Gear Shop.
Okay.
Because of that shop, though,
Uh-huh.
diving gears were accessible. And of
Okay.
course, you have other dive shops too, like Divers Point, sa pa ba, Aquatip, daghan man actually.
Okay. Okay. Free diving ka before is not welcome here or is not that kining ingnon ta kasikat. Unlike in some other countries where a lot of their youngsters are involved, engaged, and into free diving programs, no, or activities, especially during weekends.
Yes.
Now, how did this evolve here in our locality? No, since everywhere I saw a lot of free divers,
Yes.
especially during weekend.
Yes, Sir Art, that's true. So, we have kanang murag word of mouth.
Okay.
And kanang muana nami sa mga youngsters nga, you know what? We are the backbone of the society.
Okay.
We do this for our future generations.
Okay.
So what we do now will affect our future, our now, even now,
Okay.
and our future.
Mhm, mhm.
So, especially karon wala kayo gibuhat ang ato ang mga
Yes.
youngsters, right?
Ah.
So they might find this sport or this activity engaging, educational, and at the same time, they're able to kanang enjoy themselves, it's another set of skill
Okay.
as well.
Yes, Ma'am Kat. One issue here is, there is an annual competition. I saw that in the newspapers, no? I read that, and in social media. So is there an annual competition for free divers?
Yes, there is, Sir
In a
Art.
way, mura og patas anay utong ngadto sa ilaw, something like that.
Yes, naana siya, Sir Art. Couple of weeks ago, naatay competition nga nahitabo sa Bohol.
I see.
So it's always in Bohol, most
There's
likely.
there's a regional competition. Likewise, there is also a national competition.
Yes,
Okay.
there is. A lot of kanang free divers around the world, actually, kung wala lang ning pandemic,
Yes.
there are a lot of free divers who goes and participate in that competition.
Okay.
Aside from that, naapod tayo Philippine Free Divers team actually.
Okay.
Nga kanang, I think it was couple of years ago, before the pandemic, ni ato sila sa Bali, and other place siguro, I think, for free diving competition representing Philippines.
I see. What organization or what agency in the government that free diving as a sport or as an activity belongs? Is it to the Philippine Commission on Scuba Diving, something like that? They're under with an agency under the DO Department of Tourism?
Actually, Sir Art, we haven't have that kind of kanang specification kung asa gid mi under.
I see.
It was kanang ang katong free diving team, Philippine free diving team kay sponsored by different private companies.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Unlike the scuba divers, they have their own and separate agency as a sport. Okay,
Yes.
under, I think, if I am not mistaken, under the Department of Tourism, and the one who is heading now is a Cebuano diver, Philippine Commission on Scuba Diving, something like that. So, in the case of free diving, so is not yet being well defined of asa nga agency, asa nga department you belong to.
Of course, Sir Art, we want to be part of that. We want to do that as well.
Okay.
Para naagid bitaw tay kanang murag organization
Yes.
na body kanang
Yes.
just like scuba.
Yes.
But
Okay.
for now kanang murag I'm not sure if on the works na.
Okay. Now, you made mention, Kat, prior to the pandemic, there were a lot of free divers, different nationalities, who come here, okay, to enjoy the pristine beaches of our province, of the country. Okay. So, where is it? There in Marigondon, in Maribago, in Contiki? You saw a lot of them?
Yes, there were a lot of free divers from different countries to
Okay.
dive sa Marigondon,
Okay.
naasad sa Contiki.
Okay.
Most of them go to Malboal,
Okay.
sa Sardines Rod,
Okay.
the Turtles,
Okay.
and Apo Reef. Daghan kaayo ta actually og dive sites din hino.
Oh, yes,
Nga
yes.
kanang even kami what we do is we travel
Uh-huh.
and dive.
Okay.
And we look for kanang kantil
Okay.
and share it to others nga, hey guys, we found this very nice reef, and let's boost the tourism here.
Okay. Especially now is the pandemic, during the pandemic. So we are relying on our domestic tourists. I mean, the local tourists, no?
That's true.
And it's good also. We dive and we visited a lot of dive sites in the province, and we saw a lot of good dive sites, good dive places. And have you been diving outside the country?
I haven't,
Uh-huh.
although I really, really want to.
Okay.
I want to go diving in Bali.
Yes, it's a good place in Bali.
Yes,
Yeah.
in Jeju Island to
Uh-huh.
meet the freedivers
I
dito. Yeah.
Okay.
But hopefully very soon.
Uh-huh.
Yes. For now, mga good Sir Art, Philippines has a very, very nice reef.
Right,
So,
right.
humanon sa nato na sila tanan.
Let's dive first here,
Yes.
in our country.
That's true.
Okay?
And I heard even from different nationalities,
Yes.
they say like, you know what? Why do you want to go to somewhere else? We're in Philippines, it's a free
You have the
diving
best
or a
diving
diving
places here.
haven. Exactly.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. Okay, we'll discuss more about the advocacy and passion of Sawum with our guest this evening, Ma'am Kathrina Espaldon. After these reminders, don't go away. Once again, welcome to our weekly show, My Politics. This is your host, Art Barrit. Our guest this evening is Ma'am Kathrina Espaldon, a nurse by profession, one of the officers of Sawum. Okay, Ma'am Kat, one of the programs that your organization is implementing is the coral propagation, okay? But I've read and I saw in the chat group that you are also enlisting and would like also to be involved, your organization, on how to get rid of the crown of thorns, the COT, starfishes, which is also responsible for the bleaching and the destruction of the coral. So, how have you already started the programs or the training, with the marine biologists that you wanted to have some idea on this particular program or project?
Yes, Sir Art. In fact, discussion is still on the works. And we have this certain device wherein we injected
Vinegar.
a vinegar.
Okay.
Yes, to the crown of thorns. Because when you take them out and when they get stressed out, they secrete like their eggs
Yes.
and managhan na hinuon sila.
Yes, yes.
That's why we really have to be careful on how to take them
Yes,
out.
to take them out.
Yes, they are the ones who's destroying our
Yes.
reefs, our corals. So, as much as we can, kanang nangita mi og ways on how to safely take them out and kanang bury them after.
Yes. Okay.
Kay, what's the use of coral propagation? What's the use of all of our cleanups kung naagihapon sila, daghan gihapon sila?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you have to remove it in a delicate, in a manner that it will not touch your hands or any parts of your body, because this is very, very something like that.
That's true. Some of the freedivers gani, when we had the cleanup in Santa Fe, kay naigo. Kay kanang naa sa sako ba pag
really?
ihok. Yeah, and she mentioned it was really katul, sakit, muhubag siya, bisag gamay lang.
Yes,
So,
yes.
in taking them out, we have to be properly trained on how to handle the COT extraction, which will happen anytime soon. And
Right.
I hope mas madali ang pag-organize ana nga activity, especially sa kanang mga areas nga daghan kay COT.
Right.
During our data process pag clean up na to.
Yeah. But I know the description that I have, and I gathered from the marine biologist, if there is a massive or something and a hectare, the numbers of COT nga mo ni gidaghanon, that's already an alarming situation. But if the number is maora na siya, so not really an alarming situation, no? In a number of square meters matitong iguan or pila to ka gidakon, something like that. At any rate, ang ato alam din na, because maybe due to the non-presence of the triton, which is responsible unta siya sa pagkaon, no?
Yes.
The tambuli. Kay gihimo gikuha, himo ng decoration sa mga bahay. So, wa na mo kaon. That's a predator of the
crown of thorns. That's the natural.
The COT, the
yes.
natural predator of the COT.
That's
So, wa naman na
right.
siya sa atong kadagatan. But 2 weeks ago, I bought 2 and then gitambog na ako. Okay, I got it from the fisherman and then I told him ako ng paliton. So, nisugot sad siya, how much is that? So, niya siya, sir, palitilan ni, uli ilan ni sir, og tagsagatos. It's a big, giant already triton. So, I gave him 250 or 300 ba to. Then, at the middle of the ocean, before coming back to the shoreline, so akong gitambog dito sa ilahang sanctuary. So, I hope dito kuhaon, isudan.
Yes. I really want to appeal to the public sa mga nakakitaan ni nga video to please share kung unsa ang inyong knowledge. Let these locals made aware of the importance of tambuli and the
Yes.
importance of it sa ato ang mga
Marine
reef.
ecosystem.
Exactly.
Yes,
Kay,
yes.
it's just 100 pesos, right? I
Right.
mean, it might be a lot to many,
Mhm.
but then taking it out, mas dako siya og impact.
Yes.
So, please, if you find someone or if makakita mo someone like Sir Art did nga, ang fisherman nagkuha og tambuli, please
yeah.
educate them and
Right.
make them aware that, tambuli is helping our marine ecosystem.
Right, right.
Yes.
Yeah. I went to Doong, as far as Doong. Santa Fe Island to Doong, when you travel by boat, it will take 1 hour and 15 minutes, so, depending on the kind of boat that you are taking into. But when I reached the barrio proper, I saw a fisherman, no? And he was cleaning his net. And when I learned that they just harvested 2 big triton, the tambuli. So I told the guy, can I have it? Ako ning paliton, kay ako ning tambog balik, instead imo haning isudan. So yes sir, no problem sir. So I bought. I gave him that 250 pesos for the 2. Then at the middle of the ocean, as I've said, ako na lang gitambog. So,
Yes.
aside from the problem on the harvesting of the tambuli, you encounter also a problems. I know because you have been in the different programs and activities with the different dive organizations,
Yes.
with the scuba divers for their external collaboration programs, on the presence of the ghost nets. Okay, so you tried also getting ghost nets, no?
Yes.
Discarded nets
Yes.
left by the marginalized fisher folks, which also become a problematic issue when it comes to our corals, because uban nila murag gibanhigan o gitabunan ang mga corals. The sunlight could no longer penetrate the
Yes.
coral. So, ang nahitabo na stunted ang ilang pagtubo, na duwindi or na wa na sila katubo ang mga coral. So, have you tried also getting discarded nets, Ma'am Kat?
Yes, Sir Art. A lot of them actually. Pag clean up na mo sa bantayan,
Okay.
there were a lot of ghost nets and even kanang mga bubo.
Uh-huh.
I saw one nga gitago gyud ilalom sa corals
Okay.
para dili bitaw kuhaon, and I thought like, if we just make these people aware of what they're doing, of what they are, of the really bad impact sa ilahang gibuhat, maybe dili na nila buhaton.
Right.
Oo. Taking out this ghost nets, daghan siya, and pagtanaw nako sa corals with the nets, no, it was dying.
Right.
Or it already died
Right.
because of that.
It's very ironical, because those ghost nets, discarded nets, are placed inside the marine sanctuary. So, what could you expect? No, the fisher folks, they just place it maybe hoping because there are a lot of fish inside the marine sanctuary. So until wa na nila makuha, maybe because naabtan tingali og mga bantay dagat personnel or officials of the town, so nabiyaan until nalubog na lang ngadto sa ilawom, wa na makuha.
That's true. So, katong pagkuha na mo sa mga ghost nets, we really needed to bring scissors with us.
Right,
kay,
right.
Kanang we have to be very careful of taking them out.
Right.
Kay, we can't just pull it out.
Yes, it's already embedded in the corals. So
That's right,
it might
and-
destroy, likewise, the corals also.
Yes, as much as it is destroyed already,
Mm-mm.
we want to make sure nga mas less
Mm-mm.
ang impact sa amo ang pagkuha. Kay if dili sa ito na mo kwaon, it's gonna be turning into
Right.
microplastic.
Mm-mm.
So we have to take them out
Right.
safely and surely.
Yes, yes. We can show to our televiewers on the activities or programs on how we did in getting those discarded nets by the marginalized fisherfolk. So what I'm happy now is there are a lot also of marginalized fishermen in the different local government units in the province. They wanted also to learn and have a shift on their method of fishing. No, at least they're open.
Yes.
Unlike maybe before nga wa gyud nagtudlo nila, so karon they're already opening their eyes nga the destruction of their fishing method,
Yes.
something like that nga ilan na nausab. No?
Yes, sir.
So with our advocacy, your advocacy as free divers, our advocacy also as scuba divers, so we have some commonalities. Yeah?
Yes.
And this is actually for the future generations. This is not for us.
Yes. Because for us, the ocean is our second home.
Right.
Yes, and we want our home to be clean and healthy
Right.
and enjoyable.
Right.
But most importantly, it's for the sustainability of it and for our
Right.
future generations.
Right. And during this pandemic, mind you, our televiewers, we saw a lot of face masks down, okay? And it's not for the fish to have the face mask, but be responsible also in throwing your face mask, no? Because a lot of face masks now are now being deposited in our seabed. So we don't want that, and it's very also sakit ba nga makakita ta og face mask abot ilawom sa dagat. Okay?
Yes, and as much as possible, daghan naman karon og mga reusable nga mga butang. So, it would be nice also to refrain from using plastic and even throwing plastic to the sea. Naami tigpunit, yes, but dili na namo mapunitanan. But then, everyone could also do their part.
Yeah.
Right? We are doing something for our ocean, but then in your own ways, you can
Right.
also do
Yeah.
something, even if you won't die with us. Di mo
Yeah.
ganahan mamarana, pareho na ko.
So
But
we have Ma'am Kat, no? Especially this month of May, month of the ocean. We'll be having a program on Sunday, cleaning up the coastal areas in Talima, San Vicente, and Baring.
that's in
And
Olango.
all those places are within reach or within the Olango Island.
That's
So
right.
we'll be expecting 100 more free divers and scuba divers. And I hope the city government of Lapu-Lapu, they contacted me last Wednesday. The permit is already being signed and approved by City Mayor Ahong Chan, and we'll be having a program or implementing this program on Sunday, and see you there. Ma'am Kat, your parting statement to our televiewers, especially the youth, on how to entice, how to invite them, and how to join on enjoy and be in your group, especially that this is a kind of activity, Ma'am Kat, nga not only enjoyable but also educational.
Yes. As I said earlier, youngsters, please come and join us. Sawum Freedivers, also the scuba divers, to be part of the marine sustainability and conservation.
Okay, yeah.
Not only you can help the ecosystem, the marine ecosystem, but you can get really good aura shots for free diving. So, you can just message us or send a request to join our group. In our page, it's our platform where we use nga mag-post midto activities
Right,
and
okay.
other stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is, you have a regular program for the would-be free divers. So where is that? Is in Contiki.
Mostly in Contiki.
Okay.
Yes. But karon daghan na taog instructors. So naa na sa south, naa na sa north.
Okay.
So it's made more accessible to people.
Okay.
So
How many, Ma'am Kat, how many free divers organizations in Cebu? I learned that you have the Sawum.
Yes.
You have the Southside Free Divers Club.
That's right.
So,
That's headed
what
by
else?
Munching. We also have Dive Tabay.
Dive Tabay.
Dive
Okay.
Tabay, 1 more meter. Daghan actually. So they are kanang, let's say, smaller groups, but then they are also part of Sawum. Like we welcome everybody.
Okay.
Oo.
Okay.
Moadto ka sa Contiki Free Divers, we won't see you as from another community.
Oh, okay.
We see you as free divers, as free diving buddies.
I see. A lot of free divers that I met, and very sexy. Okay, and I think you still maintain your figure instead of going to the gym. So why not go into free diving? So I
Yes.
think that's the come on, and that's the best that you could do, and you could maintain your body
Yes.
when it comes to free diving.
Yes, it's one of the activities wherein you could enjoy and be healthy physically at the same time.
Ma'am Kat, your parting statement to our televiewers this evening, and thank you very much for being my guest this evening. So,
Thank you
Ma'am
for
Kat, to our
inviting.
televiewers.
To our televiewers, I am inviting you to join our cause, our passion, our advocacy. Please, 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 do not throw plastics in the ocean. And your masks too. Help us fight this pandemic, right? And help us also make our ocean healthy and clean.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Kathrina Espaldon here, an officer of Sawum, a nurse by profession. Thank you very much for
Thank you, Sir Art.
being my guest. And to our televiewers, this is your host, Art Barrit. Manamilit na lang mo ingon, nga samtang muhingos pang ilong sa tao. Yung mga pangandoy o tingos bawan, way katapusan. Daghang salamat, may gabi, bye-bye.